Nigeria's strong rejection of the U.S. report on religious freedom. Over the weekend, Trump has been sending some tweets, on the genocide, supposedly, allegedly, genocide in Nigeria. And President Tinubu has also responded. Let me read a little so that you can comment on that. A part of his statement that he issued. He said the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality, nor does it take into consideration the consistent and sincere efforts of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and beliefs for all Nigerians. Let's have your perspective on that.
Well, thank you so much. I'm very grateful to be a part of this once again. And good morning to my brothers and friends from Kaduna and the studio there too. Naturally, I was lucky to meet those who wrote this report in some part of the world about 4 or 5 months ago. They presented this report, that is the report of the United States Commission on Religious Freedom. They presented the report, and I stood up and I asked them, please, where did you get the statistics that you use in this report? They told me, this is parochial. This is one way. We have 36 states in Nigeria. And apart from even that 36 states, you only concentrated on Plateau and Benue. And the places where you concentrated on Plateau and Benue are the places that are mainly one religion that are there. Why? What kind of report is this? Without humility, I rejected the report in that place. The report was not correct. Now, I think what we are doing now, we need to understand ourselves that there was a report by United States intelligence report in around 2013 or 2014, projecting that Nigeria would disintegrate in 2016. And when Nigeria did not get disintegrated, they were not comfortable. I met a particular officer who came and they used Ilorin, Kwara State as an example. When the then Olusola Saraki left and another person took over, they said it has been projected that Kwara State will get burnt, and that's why it will come. And not a single shot was fired when there was change in transition. Everybody will get disturbed. Everybody will get worried. Nigeria, I've always been telling people, is God-owns country. Anybody who plans to bring this country down, the rest assured will be disappointed. That is one. Then, two, you see, people are now going out to say so many things about our country. They go out to say so many things about the situation of the country. I always tell people, and I always tell government, I think our government is not doing enough on this. I'm sorry. The government was supposed to have gotten a kind of a warehouse, a kind of an organization, a kind of a department, or whatever name they want to call it, an agency that will be in charge of religion in Nigeria. With all these lies that some people have been going out because they are looking for money, they are looking for influence, they are looking for recognition. That is why you see them, they move the globe throat because they want to just go and tell lies. There have been a lot of statistical lies that they have been flouting throughout the world that we have been seeing. But because the government, I'm sorry, they were not too keen or too serious about it. One thing in the world that nobody can play with is religion. It's the most sensitive. But when you think that it is not important, this is the result of what we are seeing in this country today. Nigeria, we have an organization that is in charge of tourism, of all what our cultures are. There's another that is in charge of it. We have an organization that is in charge, that you harness all the type of sport we have in this country to be able to project to the world. What we all cherish most is religion, whether you like it or not. And the government is closing eye as if that thing is not important. Forget it. This is Nigeria. It's different from any part of the world. So that is why all the people, they are having field days. They are able to go to anywhere and say anything. There is no particular person that is going to do that. The security, that is just to monitor. They cannot act. So unless the government becomes serious about this issue of religion, that we have a place where we can warehouse all the religious challenges, all the religious problems, all the religious concerns that will be in between the government and the people, then between the government and other nations. It is then we'll be able to see something. Foreign affairs do that, which they can do on that because they have 1,001 things on their hand. So if we do not sit down now and do something, then we are wasting our time. Then the issue of CPC. This is not the first time Nigeria has been designated as a CPC country. Remember, even during the reign of the former late General Muhammadu Buhari, may Allah forgive him, the same thing happened. I do not know whether you remember when the then president visited Trump in his first term, and Trump told him, "Why are you people killing Christians in Nigeria?" And I would have asked him. I wrote a sermon on that and said, "Where are they killing Christians in Nigeria? Do you know what is happening in Katsina today? Do you know what is happening? Do you know what is happening in Sokoto today? Do you know what is happening in Niger State today?" Nobody is talking about that. They're not talking the extermination of Christians in Nigeria. And I always tell the people, if anybody wants to exterminate Christians, it is Enugu they will go and not Maiduguri. They will not go to Sokoto. They will not go to Zamfara because you want to exterminate Christians. If you want to exterminate Christians, their base should have been in all those areas. Look at, of every one Christian that was killed, at least 9 Muslims were killed. Of every one Christian pastor or clergyman that was killed, at least 8 to 9 Muslims were killed. But because the Muslims, 2 things affect us here. The Muslims' approach to death is different from ex-people's approach to death. That is one. Then the Muslim approach to the media on death is different from the way other religions see their approach to the media.